Hello everyone, Sara Bierman here, Business Agility Coach for AgileDad, and it's time for today's episode of the Daily Stand-Up. Let's get started. For today's episode, I'd like to honor my mother, a computer teacher for 30 years, and to share my journey to coaching because I think everyone should look for opportunities to coach, teach, or just help others whenever you can, even if it's not part of your official title or role. I feel beyond blessed to coach for AgileDad and share my knowledge and experience with others. For most of my career, I have found or created opportunities for myself to teach or coach, even when it was not always encouraged, because it's part of my personality. My family is full of teachers and coaches, so I guess I was born and raised to be this way. But when I majored in English literature in college, I was adamant that I would not become a teacher. That was my version of rebellion and wanting to find my own path. But when I started working in corporate America, I immediately realized I enjoyed writing training content and training others. I had early aspirations to be a corporate librarian or trainer, but I also loved the problem-solving aspect of creating and fixing software applications. As my career progressed, I learned to love Agile and Scrum methodologies. I had some great coaches and some not-so-great coaches, and a recurring thought would not stop bugging me. I should be an Agile coach. Of course, I had no idea how I was going to pursue that, but I decided to anoint myself an informal educator. I found like-minded individuals in our department book club, and we started a new group focused on promoting learning outside of the corporate offerings. No one told me I should do this, and no one really told me not to, so I went with it. Before long, I had created several lessons to share with others, including a 2-part session in critical thinking to encourage my passion for problem solving. It was surprisingly successful, and I knew I was onto something. Fast forward to today, and I know that being a leader in education, no matter what the topic, will always be my path, and I need to embrace it. So why does this matter to you? Why should you create more work for yourself and go outside your lane when your days and weeks are probably already packed? It might sound cliche, but to me it's simply that helping others helps you. Every time I took the time to explain something to someone else instead of doing it myself, even if I had to repeat it later, it was beneficial to me. It taught me how to coach. When you do the same task every day, your mind goes into autopilot. It's like driving home from work and not really paying attention, and then all of a sudden you have arrived. But when you're teaching someone how to drive, you are the opposite of not paying attention. By sharing the steps or why behind your actions with others, it gives you an opportunity to examine them from a different perspective. And the more you do it, your own performance of those tasks will improve. Besides increasing your own understanding and knowledge retention when you teach others, you are improving your skills in communication, confidence, and leadership. Communication is by far the most important skill in business and technology. You may be the most brilliant person in the world, but if you cannot communicate with others, sharing your knowledge is extremely difficult. I prefer written communication, but I've found that I can be more effective and reach a larger audience by practicing my verbal communication. You can only grow outside your comfort zone. The more you learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable, your confidence grows. Teaching or helping others is a huge boost to your confidence, and like any other skill, it will progress with time and repetition. It may seem like you are either confident or not, but I believe it's a skill that you can develop and call upon for future challenges. Perhaps the biggest benefit to helping others learn is your development as a leader. Leadership is not something that is bestowed upon you. It is something you earn through your actions and words. Anyone can tell others what to do, but when you are a respected leader, your behavior becomes a guide for others, even when you may not be aware of it. My journey of coaching or training others has made me more confident, a better communicator and leader, and it can for you as well. Maybe it will never be your formal job description or part of your title, but if you take the time to help others and share your knowledge, your value will exceed expectations, and who knows where it will take you. So please, take the time to think about how you can be an informal educator and make sure to share your gratitude for all the teachers and guides in your life. I believe we can all learn from each other. Happy Wednesday. No matter what you have going on the rest of the week, keep focused, keep it simple, and you will be successful.